Look at that, beautiful. That is more than enough. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 off one plant. Check out the size of the carrot.
It's our first time growing really successful carrots. And look at this craziness. So Guy is going to cook in this recipe, not really cook, prepare, and I'm going to use this to make something else delicious.
Do you want to explain what I am going to be preparing then?
So something with this and this and these, an egg to go with them. Courgette coleslaw with mayonnaise.
You did say you were going to do this your way.
I'm just going to steal these carrot tops and then you can come and do your magic.
I can't believe she's hijacking my cooking video. But yes, as Kylie said, we're going to make a very simple courgette coleslaw with homemade mayonnaise, and there's really no cooking involved. It's really just chopping and mixing. And that's why we're going to bulk it out with Kylie doing a thing as well. I'm cleaning my carrot.
I don't need dirt in my coleslaw, and I know you'd like to keep the peel on, so...
I thought you were going to say, I know you like a clean carrot.
This is not our red cabbage, right?
It is not.
We need to grow some red cabbage.
We do in the winter usually, but we can probably grow it all year round.
And if we did grow it and pickled it, could you then use it in this coleslaw recipe, or would it be too pickly?
No, you could definitely do that, because I'm going to add all sorts of pickly things to it.
I need to get more into my pickling groove.
I love pickle. Really need a bigger bowl. Or smaller courgettes. So that is the bulk of the ingredients for the coleslaw. We've just got some finely sliced red cabbage, finely sliced red onion, grated carrot, and of course the hero of the dish, some grated courgette. And through this process I've learned that I definitely need a bigger bowl, or several. I've also added a bit of salt to start drawing out the moisture, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar just to add a little bit of a zing and some freshness. And you could enjoy this coleslaw as is, as a side dish, probably go pretty well with fish or chicken, but in traditional coleslaw style, I'm going to add some mayo. So I've got 1 egg, teaspoon of Dijon mustard, juice of about half a lemon, and then about 250 mils of oil, and I'm splitting mine between vegetable oil and olive oil, just because the olive oil can sometimes be a little bit overpowering. Now, of course, you can just go and buy mayonnaise from the store, but where is the fun in that? Look at that. Beautiful. Easy mayo.
Nice and creamy looking.
So because of the salt that we added early on in this process, a lot of moisture has been drawn out of all the courgette, the carrot and the cabbage. So we can just drain all that off so that the coleslaw doesn't end up being too watery. And now we're ready to finish it off with a little bit more seasoning, some whole grain mustard, some ground black pepper, and some of our mayonnaise. We'll start with that and see how we go. This looks quite runny at the moment, but normally it would be stored in the fridge and then it firms up quite a bit. And we end up with this beautifully creamy, salady thing. This would go really well with the quiche frittata flan thing that we made in another video, or some grilled chicken, some grilled fish, maybe some piri-piri, anything kind of barbecue style. Delicious. Really fresh, lots of acidity from the mustard, the lemon juice, the little bit of apple cider vinegar. Really nice crunch, really fresh, really tasty.
Okay, for video purposes, I'll just have a small mouthful. This is not my normal operation. And I'm going to double dip because we're the only ones eating from this.
Well, I already went in for one go. Not bad, eh?
So good.
Use your descriptive words.
We're going to say easy to make, super fresh and crunchy. Lasts in the fridge for 3-4 days, I guess. I would really like to add some spiciness to that. I like spiciness in everything.
Well, if you add the spiciness in, you're stuck with it. If you make it like this and then add some chili sauce, you can add it to taste.
That's smart. All right.
So what are we making here?
A concoction.
Very good.
Carrot top pesto. You can use any greens for pesto, traditionally basil.
Yes, you need to give the international traditional disclaimer.
This is pesto inspired. How's that?
Yeah, that's better. It smells amazing.
It does, doesn't it?
Why do people not eat the tops of carrots?
Well, we are.
Well, we are, I know. But why? It's just not...
I think it's a bit... Because it doesn't have any taste. It has a little smell.
No, it has a huge amount of taste.
Yeah, but it's
But
weird.
it's quite a weird taste.
Yeah. But this makes it taste awesome. Don't be shy with the oil, my friends. It's good for you. I'm going to shove a little bit more in on top.
Shove it in.
Shove it in.
So we've got carrot tops, and normally there would be nuts in a pesto. So what is your nut of
pine nuts
choice?
would normally be the choice. I'm just going with whatever I've got on the shelf. And some sunflower seeds, because I really like sunflower seeds and they have a really nice oil in them. If you, I mean, just smell them. Right.
Some time has passed.
Oh, I should have used the bigger blender. I mean, I know it has to have cheese in it. Still a bit grainy. It's really good with the sunflower seeds in it. You want to try it?
Yeah, it's actually still quite firm. I almost think it could have more oil to let it down a bit.
Well, let's go for the cheese first and then we can add more oil.
Okay. You probably want to do half of that block.
Really?
Yep. Let's see if that actually blends in.
Well, that's why I was going to use this first.
That's a good idea, yeah. So after all that...
So the poor little guy couldn't cope with this, so I am upgrading to the big beast. Which I was just being lazy, not wanting to get it off the shelf.
And now you pay the price with double dishes.
That's why I was avoiding it. It's a pain to wash this one, but anyways, that's what happens. Just adding a small amount of salt and pepper just to give it a bit more oomph. I mean, that has made a lot of pesto. That's a lot of lunches coming up. It's turned out very dark, but here's the moment of truth. It's not basil pesto, you have to bear that in mind. But it's very tasty. Could have taken some more parmesan, but there's so much oil in there, I was hesitant to go overboard on the parmesan.
Plus, if you add it to a pasta, you'll put some extra parmesan on top.
Exactly. It's really good. And I think the darkness is probably due to the colour of the oil that comes out of the walnuts. It's quite a dark oil, and so that has darkened this whole thing. I could just eat it.
You're just going to eat it like it from the jar.
Snack food.
Snack food.
Well, you taste it and tell me.
Tastes like pesto.
Can't steal my thing.
It's really nice, really creamy. It doesn't have that kind of bitter, astringent taste that you often get from just eating raw carrot tops. I think the nut combination is really nice. The Parmesan is excellent, but it is a really nice quality Parmesan, or it's the best quality that we can get here. I agree it could have more, but you know, no need to go overboard. And so
that is it, my friends. Coleslaw with courgette, homemade mayo, and carrot top pesto with whatever nuts you fancy.
We should have put some courgettes into it.
Next time.
Maybe next time.
We have many more carrots.
And many more courgettes. So I think that wraps us up for another afternoon in the kitchen. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.